And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. How you folks doing? How you folks doing? Dirk here of GC Blues 45. And folks, we're getting ready for a great Blues game. I'm actually going to it. Still gotta get my ticket, but hey, we get this pregame report done and on time. Now, the last pregame report I did was on March 3rd. I went 5-5-1 to put me now at 146, 97, and 30 for the year. So not. I hate when I put my desk for the year. So that's not bad. By the way, this is my checker pen. So my bad little pen. Okay. So remember, if you haven't come across this video and happen to like it, just get that thumbs up deal going. It's very important. Helps to keep you on going. And remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe icon. Be notified every time I upload a new video by clicking that bell icon. 11 games on the dock again tonight, folks. And, folks, this is going to be huge. It's going to be pretty huge. All right, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, we got the LA Kings at the Bruins. Currently, the Kings are 26, 23, 14, and 66 points. The Bruins are 35, 32, and 6, and 76 points. Now, folks, for all you new people, I give you the matchup, the records, and the money line. Also, I'll give you my little insight on this. Is going to be a great interconference, interdivisional matchup. The Bruins are the favorites at minus 135 to a plus 130. And I also like to take the last 10 games. Help me get an insight on things. Now, this is the final meeting between these two teams. Boston took the first meeting in LA. Now they're in Boston, so let's see what happens. All right, the Kings are 3-6-1 with a one-game winning streak. And the Bruins are on a one-game losing streak with 1 point. Well, actually, total 3 points. They are 5-2-3. So I'm actually going to go Bruins on this one. I'm going for the favorites. I'm going for Bruins on this one. So, and by the way, another thing is I can tell you where to watch these games. So if you got NHL Center Ice or ESPN Plus, and you subscribe to it, and you want to see either feed, you know where to watch. So you can watch this on FanDuel Sportsnet West and NESN, New England Sports Network. Or if you have a certain cable box like my friend Mark does, who owns Tigan's Pub here in Granite, he has special cable boxes that he can get games anywhere. Or he can get games anywhere. He can get them in Pittsburgh and all the way. So it's kind of neat. All right. Also, 7 o'clock Eastern is the Sharks at the Sabres. Currently, the Sharks are 30, 25, and 6, and 66 points. The Buffalo still on their tear and on their great streak that they're doing. They are 39, 19, and 6, and 84 points. Another interconference, interdivisional matchup. Going to be great. Sabres are the favorites at minus 205 to a plus 170. I pretty much know who I'm going to go for in this, but no. All right, this is the first meeting between these two teams. Then they got another meeting 9 days later in San Jose. So it's going to be interesting. Okay, the Sharks are 3-4-3. They currently have a 2-game losing streak, and they are have a total of 8 points. Meanwhile, the Sabres are 8-1-1. Currently, and this is current, a 7-game win streak. So I'm going Buffalo on this one. There's no doubt about it. I'm going Buffalo. Because lately, Buffalo's been on fire. I mean, they've been on fire since before the Olympic break. They were on fire starting on the Christmas break, and they kept just going. So there's no doubt about it. Going for Buffalo on this one. And you can watch this on MSG Buffalo and NBC Sports California. So, good. All right, also 7 o'clock Eastern. It's the Montreal Canadiens. It's the Montreal. Yeah, sorry, the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs in Montreal. Currently, Toronto's 27, 26, and 11, and 65 points. Montreal's 34, 18, and 10, and 78 points. Great divisional matchup here, folks. A lot of potential. Lately, the Maple Leafs have not been doing so good. Grant, by the way, I want to say hi to Grant and his daughter Skyla. Grant, Skyla, I know. I just wish the Maple Leafs could do better. I still have hope for them. I know they're last into the conference also, but come on, folks, we gotta pull for this. Um, but right now, the favorites are Montreal. They are a minus 170 to a plus 142. This is the final meet between these two teams. Toronto took the first in Toronto. Then the last two meetings, which was in Montreal and in Toronto, Montreal took them. Now they're back in Montreal. Can Toronto do it? Um, from these stats, they got the penalty kill and the face off. I don't know. And from the last 10, I can see Toronto is 3-5-2, currently on a 2-game losing streak. And during that span, a total of 4 points. No, sorry, 8 points. Currently, the Canadians are on a 1-game winning streak with currently on a 3-game point streak. So I gotta go Montreal on this one. I'm sorry, Grant. If, by the way, folks, if you haven't got a chance to watch Instagram or on Facebook, there's a guy named Grant Joseph. He is a digital creator. Him and his daughter Skyla. Well, they're hockey fans, and Skyla does not want to be a Maple Leafs fan. And she tortures her dad. And I know it's a skit, but she always goes, "Dad, the Maple Leafs hasn't won since '67." Yeah, she does that. And she really tortures her dad a lot. And I always comment saying, "Skyla, quit torturing your dad." And they're going to be in Seattle coming up. If they weren't there last night, they're definitely coming up soon. And Skyla, I wish you well. Hope you find your team soon. But Skyla is she can be a handful, and I try to meet up with them at Lambert Airport to meet them in St. Louis, and I kind of missed them. So, but I did invite him back for next year. So I want to say, hey Grant, hey Skyla, say hey Diaz. Okay. Oh, you gotta find out where to watch this game, by the way. To watch the Toronto and Montreal game, you can watch this on Sportsnet and RDS, which is the French um, pronunciation for RDS. Is the French version of the Sports Network. Okay. All right. Also, 7 o'clock Eastern. Man, a lot of 7 o'clock games. It's the Columbus Blue Jackets at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, currently, Columbus is 32, 21, and 10, and 74 points. Tampa is 39, 19, and 4, and 82 points. So this is another great matchup. This is a great conference matchup and a great interdivisional matchup. It's going to look good. Now, currently, the Lightning are the favorites at minus 238 to plus 195. So let's take a look at the last 10. Last meeting between these two teams, Columbus took the first two meetings. Tampa could still do it, but I don't know with how. Okay, See, this is why I wish they changed things. Columbus is 6-1-3 in the last 10. Currently on a 2-game losing streak with 2 points. Tampa is on a 1-game losing streak, and they are 5-5-0 in the last 10. Well, in this case, I'm going for the underdog. I'm going for Columbus, and there's times I will go for the underdog. So, and I'm going for Columbus on this one because I think Columbus can actually beat it. You know, they're currently on a slump, but they got 2 points. But they got 2 points in it, so we'll wait and see. Now you can watch this on the Spot channel 66 in the St. Petersburg, Tampa area. Great little channel, by the way. I got a chance to see it at Tegan's. They were showing up. The Connors. It's a nice little channel. I actually called them up one day. It's kind of good. Something they got a show similar to what we have over here for our KMOV station. And you can also watch it on FanDuel Sportsnet Ohio. But yeah, it's a nice little station. Really, it's called The Spot. Okay, also at 7 o'clock Eastern, yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern, is the Red Wings at the Panthers. Currently, the Red Wings are 36-21-7 and 79 points. Florida 31-29-3 and 58 points. Another divisional matchup. Anything can happen. Now, currently, Florida is one of the bottom teams. They are not doing so hot. Now, they're also the defending Stanley Cup champions. Detroit, they're doing pretty good. So now, this one, folks, you be the judge on. When both teams are the minuses, by technicality, the team with the lower number are the favorites. And in this case, it's the Red Wings with a minus 105 to a minus 115 in the money line. So, but you be the judge on this one. You decide who you want to go for since both teams are minus. So on this one, I make my judgment on the last 10. Now, this is the third meeting between these two teams. Final meetings in April. And the series is tied 1-1. One game each in both places. This game's back in Florida. Actually, no, both games were in Detroit, and they split Detroit. Now they're in Florida. Let's see what happens. Okay. Also, I look at the stats. Okay, power play, penalty kill, face off, goals for. That's a toughie. Okay. Panthers are 3-7-0, currently on a 1-game winning streak. Meanwhile, the Red Wings are 4-2 in the last 10, also currently on a 1-game winning streak. Okay, I'm going to check something here real fast. Okay, they did not play last night. I was wondering who played last night and stuff. By the way, LA played last night, so that's another reason why I'm going for Boston. Okay. And by the way, Columbus played last night, and so that's another reason why I'm going for Columbus. I think they got it. Okay. I had to double check to see if Detroit or Florida played last night. They did not, so I'll go back to today. I'm going Detroit on this one because I think they could do it. I think they could pull it off. And you can watch this game on FanDuel Sportsnet Detroit and Scripps Sports in Florida. That's right, Scripps Sports in Florida. They own the TV station down there, and I think it's great. So Scripps Sports in Florida. They also own 66 Spot. Hmm. Okay, so All right. Also at 7 o'clock Eastern is the Flames at the Rangers. Now, currently, the Flames are 25, 31, and 7, and 57 points. The Rangers are 25, 30, and 8, and 58 points. And double check to see if they played last night. All right, the Rangers played last night. So did the Flames. So both teams played a game last night. Rangers won, Flames lost. Okay. I need to double check make sure who played last night. Who's who and who played. Now this is another inter-conference, interdivisional matchup, and the Rangers are the favorites at a minus 130 to a plus 110. So this one I have to check a few things. Now this is the final meeting between these two teams. First one was in Calgary. Calgary took it 5-1 in October. Here we go with the final meet, so let's see what happens. All right, well, both teams playing last night. Flames are currently on a one-game losing streak, 4-5-1 in the last 10. Rangers are 3-5-2, and they're currently on a one-game winning streak. But with both teams playing last night, with the Flames losing and the Rangers winning, it's hard to win a back-to-back. But I think the Rangers can do it. I'm going Rangers on this one. I really think they can. I have faith in the Rangers, and they're also a bottom team too, but anything can happen. Now you can watch us on Sportsnet West, Sportsnet West, and MSG, Madison Square Garden Network. Very good station, by the way. I had to admit that is a great little network. Also, 7 o'clock Eastern is the Penguins at the Hurricanes. Yep. Currently, I gotta like sleep in my eyes. Or the Pens are currently 20 or 32, 17 and 4, and 74 points. Hurricanes are 40, 17 and 6, and 86 points. So a good divisional matchup here. Looks good. Anything can happen. Really, it can. Um, Hurricanes are the favorites at minus 205 to plus 170. When I look at the last 10, it tells you something. Now, this is the second meeting between these two teams. The next three meetings are within each other. The next meeting's in 8 days, and then 4 days later is the final meeting. So, yeah. And they're in Carolina the next two times, and they're back in Pittsburgh for the final meeting. So, our Pens are currently four on their last 10, 4, 3, and 3, currently on a one-game winning streak with a total of 3 points. Hurricanes are 7-2-1, currently on a one-game losing streak. I'm going Carolina because I think the Canes could do it. And you can watch this on FanDuel, Sportsnet South, and Sportsnet Pittsburgh, which is your home for all things Pittsburgh sports, including Pirates games during the MLB season. Yeah. Next are the Islanders taking on my Blues. That's right. The Blues are playing tonight. And like I said, I'm going to tonight's Blues game. And this is going to be great. Currently, the Islanders are 36, 23, and 5, and 77 points. My Blues are 25, 29, and 9, and 59 points. Great interdivisional matchup. The Blues are currently on a win streak, a 4-game win streak. So this has got great potential. And for anyone who knows me, I will never go against the Blues. Literally, that's another thing, folks. For all you new people, I do not go against the Blues. I never have, never will. The Blues are my team. Now, even though I have other teams in my closet, okay, I keep hitting my desk. And there's some of my jerseys right there. And I don't know if I'll eat. And I got some jerseys that I need to wash, and there's a mix of teams in there. But even though I got other teams, and for some of you people who view my videos and see my videos, and you see me wear other teams, I mainly give for the YouTube channel, and I do wear my jerseys out. But you'll never see me anything at a Blues game except for Blues. And like I said, Maryland Blues are my team, so I'll never go against them. And even though we are a plus 100 to minus 120 underdogs, I am still going for the Blues. So yeah, so I'm still going for the Blues. Now this one's on national television, folks. You can watch this. By the way, final meeting between these two teams. Last meeting in Long at Belmont at their arena. Blues took it. So in November, let's see what happens today at the Enterprise Center. All right, currently the Islanders are on a one-game winning streak. They're 6-4-0. Blues, like I said, are on a four-game winning streak, and they're 6-4-0. So I'm going Blues. Let's hope for it. Once again, this is on national television, so you can watch this on TNT and simulcast on True TV and streaming on HBO Max. That's right. If you got streaming service, folks, you can stream anything Turner Sports on HBO Max. Okay, at 8 o'clock Eastern, it is the Golden Knights at the Dallas Stars. Currently, the Golden Knights are 29, 21, and 4, and 73 points. The Stars are 39, 14, and 10, and 88 points. So this is another interdivisional matchup. Gonna look great. Anything is possible. Now, the Stars are currently the favorites at a minus 155 to a plus 130. But knowing me, I like picking the last 10. This is the second meeting between these two teams, and then in 12 days, back in Dallas. That's right. The first meeting was in Vegas, and Dallas took it. Now they're in Dallas, so we'll see what can happen. These next two meetings are in Dallas. Pretty good on power play, right near each other. All right, the Golden Knights are 4-6-0 in the last 10, currently on a two-game losing streak. Dallas is on 9-0-1, currently on a one-game winning streak with a total of 3 points in the last two games that they played. But they're also currently on a point streak. 10, 16, 17. They're currently on a 19-game point streak. So I got no choice to go for Dallas on this. Even though they're a division rival, I got no choice to go for Dallas on this one. Now you can watch this on Fox 4, which is the local Fox affiliate in Dallas. You can also watch this on Victory Plus and Script Sports in Vegas. That's right, Script Sports in Vegas. That's right, they're also in Florida. That's another thing about regional sports networks. There's not many left, and a lot of big media companies like Scripps are buying stations and stuff. So what we see can happen. All right, next is Utah at Minnesota. Now, Utah played last night. Okay, so anything can happen. So here we go. Currently, Utah is 34, 25, and 5, and 73 points. Minnesota is 37, 16, and 11, and 85 points. This one, great divisional matchup. Possible playoff potential here. Minnesota is right on the cusp with Utah, but Utah is in one of those playoff spots. But folks, a lot can happen. Minnesota are the favorites at minus 155 to plus 130, but let's check that last 10, folks. This is the final meeting between these two teams. Utah took both meetings. The first one in Minnesota in October, second one in Utah. Now they're back in Minnesota. See what happens. Okay. Now the Mavericks, despite last night's loss, are 6-3-1 in the last 10. Minnesota 7-2-1, and also Chicago. I mean, sorry, Utah is currently on a point streak right now. They got 7 game point streak right now. While they're on their little point streak, also they are currently on a 5 game point streak. They are on 1 game lose streak, but they got 5 points, and but I'm going underdogs on this one. I'm going Utah because I think Utah can do it. I really think they can. I got faith in Utah. Now you can watch this. You can stream this one, folks. You can stream this on ESPN Plus and also watch it on Hulu. Yeah, courtesy on Hulu. All right, at 8:30 Eastern. So we got an 8 o'clock game, 8 o'clock Eastern game. Now we got an 8:30 Eastern game between the Ducks and the Winnipeg Jets. Now currently Anaheim is 35, 25, and 3 and 73 points. Winnipeg is 26, 26, and 10 and 62 points. So this is another conference matchup, interdivisional, big potential here. Now, folks, Winnipeg is in one of the bottom teams. I don't know what happened with them during the off season. They looked good, things were looking great for them, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what. So, and literally, it is barbaric on how this is. The Jets are currently the defending President's Trophy champions, and they are not doing so hot. Meanwhile, the Ducks, they're first place in the Pacific Division, looking good. And I don't know why they got this. The Jets are the favorites at minus 135 to plus 114. Finally, between these two teams, Anaheim took the first 2 meetings. The last meeting in February went into overtime. So let's see what happens in Winnipeg. Only meeting in Winnipeg this year. It's the final meeting. Okay, the Ducks are on a 1 game losing streak, 7-3-0. But the Jets, this is why they got the Jets. The Jets are 5-2-3 in the last 10, but they're currently on a 3 game winning streak and on a point streak of their own. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Currently on a 10 game point streak. But I'm going by the record, and I'm actually going with the underdogs tonight. I'm going Anaheim because I really don't see Winnipeg winning at all tonight. I literally don't see the Jets winning tonight at all. Especially they lost the first 2 to Anaheim, and that was the series finale this year. I really don't see it happening, so that's why I'm going with that night. Now, folks, here's another thing: when I do my picks, you can take my picks. Okay, I'm just helping you. You guys are betting and stuff. You guys can take my picks if you want. You guys can. That's up to you. But if you guys don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, that's another thing. And this is for the new people, by the way. Okay, now you can watch this on TSN3, Victory Plus in Anaheim. That's right, Victory Plus, which is also in Dallas, and KCOP 13 up in Anaheim. Okay. 2 more games left. All right, the next game is Edmonton. Oh boy. Okay, folks, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I made a mistake on the sheet. So, this is my writer pen I use. Okay. All right. I hate when I hit this desk. Okay. Edmonton Oilers at the Colorado Avalanche. Currently, Colorado is 31, 25, and 8 and 70 points. Colorado is 43, 10, and 9 and 95 points. So this is another interdivisional, but a conference matchup. It's going to look great. And the Avalanche are the favorites at minus 175 to a plus 145. And folks, on this one, I hate the Avalanche. And why is that? I hate their owner, who is a very bad man. Literally, he's a not a good man. He cares more about money than fan bases and stuff. So now this is the second game between these two teams, and oh boy. So on this one, I'm automatically going for the Oilers because, like I said, I don't like the Avalanche because of their owner. Now they got a few players that I like. There's a few players that I think are good. Yeah, of course. Now those players are my respect. But I will not root for a team that has an owner that also owns a NFL franchise and moves the team for money, which is against the guidelines. Okay, so you can watch this on TNT, simulcast on True TV, stream it on HBO Max. You can watch it on Sportsnet and TVA Sports up in Canada. So if you're up in Canada, you can watch this on Sportsnet and TVA Sports. And if you are watching this in the US, it's on TNT, simulcast on True TV, and streamed on HBO Max. And folks, I'll be right back. I just got dinged. Alright, sorry about that. I got a ding on Messenger. Alright, and the nightcap for tonight is the Nashville Predators at the Seattle Kraken. Seattle. And need to check something real fast. Okay. Alright, that's all who played last night. You cannot be too sure who played last night. Okay. Currently, the Nashville Predators are 28, 27, and 8 and 64 points. Seattle is 29, 24, and 9 and 67 points. So they're near each other record wise, point wise near each other. So this is a great interdivisional matchup full of possibilities. Another one you'd be the judge on currently. The Predators are the favorites at minus 105 to a minus. That's right, a minus 105 to a minus 115. Predators are the favorites. So here we go. Let's take a look at some stats. Second meeting between these two teams, final meeting in 9 days. You guys are everywhere. Okay. Alright, power play goes to the Preds. So does penalty kill. Face. I already found that. Okay. Predators are on a 1-game losing streak. 4-4 and 2 in the last 10. Seattle on a 2-game losing streak, 5-5 and 0. Well, I'm going Nashville on this one. Now, I know I said 11 games at the start. It's actually 13 games on the dock tonight. Okay, we're done with this. 13 games. That's a lot of games. And you can find this game on. You can watch this on FanDuel Sportsnet South. Kraken Hockey Network / Prime. That's right. Prime USA. Amazon Prime on Kraken Hockey Network. And KONG up in Seattle. That's right. Call. Which is the sister station of King 5, which is the NBC station up in Seattle. Kong, or KONG, aka Kong, is an independent station up in Seattle. Okay, Well, that's it, folks. We are done. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you guys got any questions, please ask them. I will answer them. And I'll see you guys later tonight for the post game report. I'll be on later tonight, getting the stats and everything. And we'll do a post game. Okay. So until then, please stay safe. Take care. Remember, Lord's watching it. And I'll see you guys later. And hopefully see some of you folks at the game tonight. Until then, peace.